like I'm the Terminator or something. Oh, yeah. Oh! Oh! Oh. Hey, I didn't know you guys were here. Hey, Six Figs here from YouTube. We're talking about Definity's Internet Computer in this video. We'll also talk about how you can win 50 ICP as well. So stick around. We got a great show. There's a lot of spicy things going on within the ecosystem. And speaking of ecosystem, we'll look at coin commits, top 10 tokens by most commits. And this basically shows us what developers are choosing to build on. ICP has ranked consistently in the top 7 for the last year. So that's very interesting, folks. We got a tweet, one hell of a tweet out of the one and only, folks, Dominic Williams. Mark Cuban, huge thanks for the ICP shout out. And there was actually 2 ICP shout outs here. I will link to this in the description and pinned comment. Mainstream crypto beginning to notice the technological marvel that is the internet computer. And we had this interesting tweet dropped by ScottSummers.ICP. We should have a proposal on the NNS that allows one to unlock a neuron if they choose, but it would cost 20% of their ICP. But we would burn the ICP. And that is one hell of a thought. And I clicked that, yes, I think this would be a good idea. Now, it's apparent that out of 100 votes, 61% of y'all are on board with that. So that is interesting. And we got this tweet out of Herbert that says, wow, Blockpunk 2077 ICP League just published a draft proposal to unlock neurons. If this proposal passed, many early seed investors of ICP could exit with the liquidity they want at a discount, allowing new buyers to scoop up. So I'm not sure what the numbers are when it comes to how much ICP the seed holders are still holding on to. But in an emergency situation, it might not be a bad idea to have the option for everyone, not just the seed investors, to unlock their neurons. And it would come at a price. So if you staked your ICP for 8 years, let's say, you're going to lose 25-40% of your bag if you choose to unlock early, and the amount that you would lose would go ahead to burn. We would be removing ICP out of circulation, which would be pretty crazy to say the least. But I will link to this as well. We won't go over this entire thread, but it's very interesting proposal to say the least. Let's look at the top 100, folks. Pepe Coin really killing it at 98% up on the day. Insane, because when I checked this earlier, it was down like 20%. So this thing keeps raging on. We're seeing the hype continue to rage on. Internet Computers trading at a flat $6. Want a chance to win 50 ICP? That is right, folks. Join the trade tank. Join the trade tank. There is no participation. There is no purchase necessary. All you got to do is join by clicking the link in the description or the pinned comment. And the trade tank is a community, folks, dedicated to trading the markets. Doesn't matter if it's Forex. Doesn't matter if it's futures. Doesn't matter, folks, if it's options or crypto trading. We want you in the trade tank. And if you don't have an internet identity, because the trade tank is built upon Definity's Internet Computer, you could go ahead and create one, and that will allow you to seamlessly navigate through the ICP ecosystem. You might as well check it out while you're there. So trade tank, folks, that's where you want to be. All you got to do is enter for a chance to win the grand prize of 50 ICP, which we will be giving away once the trade tank hits 500 members. So I love you all. We'll see you in the trade tank. Chart. And what we have here is just this really wicked symmetrical triangle squeeze that is happening. Now, I'm happy to report that at least on the weekly, this candle could change, but as of right now, we are about to close above the 50 moving average. If we can stay above like maybe $5.76 by Sunday. But if this happens, this will be the first time in the history of ICP that it is closed above the 50 moving average on the weekly chart. So that is significant in itself. So a lot of people have asked me, what price do I think that ICP could really rip to? And it's such a complex answer, and really one that I think lets a lot of people down. Because let's face it, everybody sees these all-time highs way up here, but they have to realize that the price behind the scenes started off about $80, somewhere in here. FTX worked their magic, pumped the price all the way up before the token even launched. They did this via perpetual futures trading. Behind the scenes is very illegal market manipulation, and they caused a lot of harm to ICP investors and whatnot. But really, one of the only thresholds we have for an absolute test of resistance at a super high level is right around this $88 level. So when we look at ICP and start talking about, okay, $88, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Let's see what the market cap's at right now. It's at 2.62 billion. Let's get out the calculator just to speed things up. But let's just say at $80. We'll divide that by 6. We'll go 6.01. And that would be a 13x from where we're at now, times the 2.62. We're going to times this by 2.62 billion. So just to reach that $80 level, we would just need a $34 billion market cap. And when we look at these bear market caps of a lot of these other coins, you can see Binance has 51 billion in a bear market. Ethereum, 239 billion in a bear market. Bitcoin, 571 billion in a bear market. But even some of these other coins like Solana, Polygon, they're sitting at about 9.25. So I do think that Internet Computer possibly could easily reach up to 30 to 50 to 70 billion dollars the next bull run. So I mean, it's not financial or trading advice. It's just really tough to gauge whether or not this point is going to be what we expect it to be. Is this even going to be a hard resistance point if price moves its way back up? But we're looking at the daily chart on ICP right now. And let me tell you guys this. We're in a super significant point right now for the ICP price. And you're probably going, okay, why? Well, when we look at the daily chart, folks, one thing I love is the Japanese art form of Ichimoku cloud trading. And really what we're seeing here is when price climbs or falls through the cloud, gets underneath the cloud, price action tends to be bearish. When price gets above the cloud, price action tends to be bullish. Now we've got this sideways squeeze that's really been happening since like January. Hard to believe it. We've seen some nasty ups and downs, but we've been seeing this price really rip sideways since January. On top of that, there is a pivotal point in time coming up within the next couple of weeks that ICP has to its advantage. Number one, we are seeing the price above this 50 moving average on the daily. We have seen price come down and test this 50 moving average. We got permission from the 50 moving average to pump again, but then we kind of got clobbered here, and we have price now coming back down, forming this squeeze. But with the Ichimoku cloud, folks, this thing is interesting because right now we have a damn good opportunity to get above this cloud. But I want to just tell you guys, this thin cloud here is crazy. We could fall through this thin cloud very easily. We could easily come back down to the $3.50 level if we get some sort of double bottom scenario. And if that does happen, we will also be forming out some sort of falling wedge, or excuse me, a descending triangle, something of that nature, and we'd be looking for price to break out at a later date. But for now, I think I'm pretty bullish on things as a whole. When we look at the current situation of the financial markets across the world, it seems like everything is just in distress. So what do we got going on right now? Well, we're going to clear this. And really, when it comes down to it, folks, I think that we could be having some sort of significant cup and handle that is forming quite possibly here. And I am hoping that we see this symmetrical triangle squeeze north. And really, when it comes down to it, we've been grinding off this very, very nice trend line to the upside since December of 2022 for almost 6 months. And so to break this trend line, I am going to be devastated. And really, if this does happen, we'd be setting up for a very nasty death cross. So we'd see price kind of dip down like this dramatically, I think in a fast manner as well. But let's just kind of look at the hourly chart and see what's going on right now. We'll start off on the 4-hour chart. And really, when it comes down to it, it's the weekend, so a lot of people are just kind of chilling, watching the price, waiting for that Sunday close for the market. So, I mean, right now, it's interesting. I do think that right now, price is trying to break above this $6.01 level. This is a 50 moving average on the 4-hour chart. If it cannot pass this 50 moving average, I do think that we could see price come back down to this $5.59 level quite easily. I just do. So with that said, if that did happen, I would guess that this 61.8 would be an area that we might see some sort of support. Maybe the $5.37 area might be a place of support. Let's hope that doesn't happen. And let's just say the tables turn here and we end up going bullish. Right now, I'm going to go ahead and throw up a Fibonacci channel because I think a Fibonacci channel might give us an excellent view as to what could be going on with price action at the moment. So if we see this thing starting to dart north, we might even get this, what I like to call this Fibonacci sliver by default. I know it's kind of hard to see this right now, so bear with me 1 second. I'm going to go ahead here and adjust the visibility on this. What is going on here? There we go. All right, so now you guys can kind of see this. But right now we have hopped up into this Fibonacci channel. This is the 50% level. So if we get up to like $6.22, somewhere in there, and are able to bump up into this next channel, excuse me, this is the 382, this is the 50%, this is the 61.8. So if we're able to bump up to the 50% level around the $6.22 level, if we can climb up into this next channel, I do think that ICP has this chance to maybe come back up and test or retest some of these highs up here. But for now, like I was saying, we just need to wait to see which way price is going to go. It's coming down to the squeeze, and there's just nothing we can do about it. So check out this video on how you could get 50 ICP. All you got to do is join my Trade Tank group on OpenChat. Just get there, join, it's free. Once we hit 500 members, boom, you're automatically entered to win 50 ICP. So we'll see you guys all in the next video.